Let's touch on the 200-hour yoga teacher training. So let's understand it in this way. This is there to take you from student to qualified teacher. You will learn everything from the 100-hour training with the addition of how to write more in-depth classes, how to present classes, how to find your niche, and really how to make teaching a career. Now for the 200 hours, I'm part of Yoga Life's teacher training, and this is a Vinyasa Flow 200-hour training. And I think it has an incredible bonus because you don't just learn off me, but you learn off a number of incredibly experienced teachers, all with their own perspective. And for me, that's really important because yoga is so experience and perspective led. And to get a full, well-rounded understanding of yoga, to help you find your yoga, you actually want to learn off a number of different voices and ideas. And then my role is to bring those ideas into something that's more attuned to you. Means that you will leave the course with much more confidence, a higher level of knowledge, and importantly, you'll be able to magpie different ideas and different nuggets of gold off a group of really experienced teachers. Second advantage, what I think is something to really dive on from joining Yoga Life, is that Yoga Life have their own beautiful studio. And this means that you get the opportunity to teach more. And that's so incredibly important on a teacher training course. The thing that really separates a teacher who's still being challenged and is lacking confidence and one who becomes very successful are the ones that get opportunity to teach more. On the Yoga Life teacher training, you will teach all the time. You will learn something and then you will teach other students. You will get the opportunity to use the studio free of charge, both for your own personal practice and also to put on classes for family, friends and members of the public, meaning you get to fast track months and years of experience during the course. And so you leave the course having taught many classes, many different styles of classes, and finding your own voice and finding your own way. And that is something that is an incredible advantage to joining Yoga Life. Previous graduates of the course have gone on to become incredibly well-renowned teachers. They've been able to lead their own retreats, and many have gone on to open their own studio business, whether that's online or as a physical entity in person. Now the training focuses on the chakra system of yoga. This is part of the Tantra and Hatha tradition. The idea of the course is that it fuses the ancient wisdom of the chakras and the mystical components of it, but then it implements them in more practical concepts, meaning that you can use this system on a day-to-day basis with your students, but also in your own life. You're going to find concepts that are going to help you become more emotionally resilient. We're going to use ideas from positive psychology. And importantly, you're going to learn to tune into the value and importance of a greater understanding of exercise science. And that for me is really unique for Yoga Life. Exercise science isn't something that many yoga students look into when they're choosing a course. And for me personally, I think that's a great shame. As modern yoga teachers, we are bodily focused. We use bodily techniques primarily. We use asana, yoga postures. We use pranayama, breathing techniques, mantra, which is our vocalization. We use the body as a tool to improve our wellness and our health, to improve how we understand ourselves better and how we connect with the world better. So for me, it's imperative to learn how you can harness your physiology safely and effectively to improve your life, to improve your students' lives. So better alignment does matter. Understanding biomechanics and biochemistry is vital because as a teacher, you want to understand how you can help your students inhabit a strong, supportive and safe body. And in doing so, that helps support their mind. It helps them develop and improve their lives. So my advice is always to choose a course that either the author or members of the faculty have a great knowledge of the body, of exercise science outside of yoga, how body mechanics works, and how you can interpret that into yoga philosophy and yoga psychology. And in doing so, that well-rounded course is going to serve you well long term. And that's a real hub again of the Yoga Life course. Again, I teach on many different courses, and the 200-hour Yoga Life one is the one that I feel proudest of being part of for that very reason. You get to learn everything I've experienced and learned over the last 15 years but you get to learn off some incredible individuals, all with their own different ideas and perspectives. Some are more mystical in their interpretation, some are very spiritual, some are more practical and very secular. But you get to choose and go, oh, that's good, and that's great, and that's great. And then my role again is to help you bring all that together and go, right, let's find the things that work for you and let's help you present those things to find your students. And in doing so, that's how you become a confident and successful and an impactful teacher. And that, if you're on a teacher training course, should be your utmost importance when you're choosing your course. Find a faculty and find a course that is going to support you to find your yoga and get the best out of what you have learned so far. If you're looking to become a teacher, then it's really important that you know more about the faculty. What is their experience? How long have they been teaching for? How many classes do they lead? How successful have they been as a teacher? How many people do they teach to? You want to learn off a faculty who have already walked the path that you are wanting to walk. They can give you more opportunity to develop yourself and also be open and honest about the challenges and the pitfalls ahead and the ways in which you can overcome those. And again, you only get to know that from speaking to those teachers, from reaching out. Thank you for listening. I will see you again soon. Take care.